Drive on this Thursday, December the 7th, as we are getting set to welcome in a guest not only on the radio, but we're now live on mixtv.tv. Shannon Wright with Touch the Sky Events, and the Mistletoe Market joins me this afternoon again. Shannon, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing, Dwayne. How are you doing?
You know, I'm doing really good because
awesome.
The weather is great outside right now.
Yes.
I know you've been busy as a bee over at Bradley Square Mall. We're going to get into that in just a moment. But, you know, we're wrapping up our finale of the Empty Stocking Fund tomorrow. It's been such a great campaign again this year. Looking forward to that big finale. It's always a very touching and moving broadcast that we'll do tomorrow morning. But after we get through tomorrow morning, there's some things going on with you that's going to be pretty spectacular on Saturday and Sunday. Let's just dive right in. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so this weekend, it's the 7th annual Mistletoe Market that used to be held at Cleveland Middle School, but we've outgrown that venue, and so we've moved it to the Bradley Square Mall, which there's plenty of parking, so we don't have the same situation that we had at Cleveland Middle School.
I remember that.
Yes, that was a mess. And then when it rained on top of that, and there was the parking lot flooded, that was awful. And so we would lose customers, and that's not good.
Sure.
So here at the Bradley Square Mall, we're essentially located, you know, over like 3,000 parking spots. It's plenty to park, and then we're right inside the mall through all of the walkways. So make sure that you travel through the entire mall to make sure you see all 175 vendors.
Wow, you were there just a little bit ago marking out the booth spaces and making sure everybody had what they needed and just really getting it set up. And Shannon, that's one of the things I think people have come to expect from your events. Very organized. The vendors are just not repeating row after row of the same thing over and over. And then just really the vendors that you have, you've kind of built up a relationship with a lot of them because of all of your events that you do. So you kind of have that quality factor as well.
Yeah.
You know, not only is it not repetitive on booth after booth, but the quality of the products that you're putting out there with these handcraft vendors is just amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's almost like a family that we have formed because a lot of these vendors, they follow me to each event. However, that doesn't mean that they're all the same vendors at every event.
Right.
Because just because I'll have some vendors at the past few events doesn't mean they're able to make it to this event this weekend, if that makes sense. So
sure does.
I do have a lot of repeat vendors, but then there's also a lot of new vendors as well because there's some vendors that can't do all of my shows, just certain shows.
Right.
So so in saying that, we have a huge variety of vendors this weekend. I feel this weekend is probably one of the biggest variety of vendors that we've had so far, but it also helps that it's the largest show that we've done too because of the mall space that Stacia has given us. And so we're really able to spread out and add even more vendors to the variety of vendors that we already had at Tangle Tinsel, Magnolia Market Days, and so forth.
You know, you mentioned when you was here last week, you said, you know what, we have probably got every nook and every cranny.
Yes.
We've got something there. So don't make your little loop around the fountain or wherever that you may kind of, you know, venture in and venture back out. You got to wind through there, bring some good walking shoes.
Yes.
Get some great exercise that day by walking around.
Yep.
And if you've got kids, put them in the stroller and maybe bring them in a little pull wagon or something along those lines. And if you're someone that likes to bring a little, you know, tote bag,
yes,
you're probably going to fill it up.
Yeah, for sure. Whether you got a wagon, whether you got a buggy, whether you got a whatever you got, you bring it because all the entrances, the glass door, was there three glass door entrances can get you into the mall, of course, and there will be vendors as soon as you walk in those doors. So whether you're coming in from the glass door entrances or you're coming through a store into the mall, you will run into vendors because with 175, they are literally everywhere.
And, of course, let's go ahead and talk about it this weekend. It's going to be really just a couple of weekends left in this year's shopping season for Christmas. So this is the time, maybe take today, tomorrow night, put that little list together and say, okay, I've got the ladies in the office, I've got the school teacher that I like, or you know, maybe the post office person that comes and delivers your mail. All those unique people that you want to do something. Yeah. Because I believe with all the vendors that you've got, you're going to find little things, $5, $10, whatever, you know, because a lot of people like, you know, I've got to buy 10 little things. Yes. So you're going to find those type things that once you give them, they're going to be unique. Yes. And it's going to be something that you put a little bit of thought process in. And then also you're going to find some little decor things that you're looking for. And then, of course, those bigger gifts for immediate family members and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the price points that we have this weekend, because we have such a vast majority of vendors, whether you're looking for a $3 piece of jewelry that's a great stocking stuffer, or you're looking for, just for example, a $200 wreath that you're looking for an awesome gift for someone, you're going to find it there this weekend. I mean, we got sweets and treats, we got toffee, we got cookies, we have fudge, we have Joe's Jams and Jellies. She makes the best jellies. Like you said, the home decor. We have Christmas T-shirts, Christmas hats. I mean, everything that you could possibly, freeze-dried candy.
I was going to mention freeze-dried candy. That's
so
something
popular.
that I got introduced to you. You introduced me to that.
Yeah.
I guess maybe 2 or 3 events back, and now you're like, man, that's a hot thing.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I allowed it, we'd probably have 15 of those, but I only allowed 2 at this one. Yeah. Yeah. That way everybody does good, and that's what I like to do. Is I don't want it just to be, it's not just a vendor fee to me.
Right.
It's a relationship.
Just fill it up. I don't care what you bring. Yeah,
that's not how I do it.
Yard sale stuff
Right.
that somebody went by and picked up over the last 10 weeks on the side of the road, or cleaned out their closet.
Right.
And they bring that stuff, and because let's face it, sometimes you go to events like this, that's what it is.
Right. Absolutely.
You're
yeah.
like,
I mean,
you're like, this looks like they just took some stuff out of their closet and brought it over here and put it on display.
Yes.
Your shows and your setups are nothing like that.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. I want to make it a great experience for everybody involved, the vendors that are selling their items and then the shoppers, because I want the shoppers to continue to come back to our shows, and I want the vendors to continue to come back to our shows. So I just want to make sure that it's a great experience for everybody.
The thing that's really cool is Bradley Square Mall. The mall is going to get you in the Christmas spirit.
Oh, yeah.
When we were there for the Tangled Tinsel event, that was kind of the beginning of Christmas music being played throughout the mall. I remember you saying they're going to have to play some Christmas music.
Yes.
And then they start turning on all the twinkly lights. So when you come in, you almost feel like you're in one of those Hallmark movies.
Right.
Because you see all of the hustle and the bustle of all these different vendors, people telling stories, people dressed up and showing things off, and then you get the music, and then, it's like one of those little Hallmark movie moments that you're able to walk into and
well,
say,
Stacia does
so
a really good job at the mall of decorating, to make you in that mood. Whenever I go there at Christmas time, I always think of the movie National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation because of the music and the decorations and people shopping, and that's what it's going to be like this weekend, because Stacia did a great job of putting all the decorations up. Of course, we got the pictures with Santa right there next to IE Toys and Claire's, and then we're going to do pictures with the Grinch right when you walk into the left-hand side where the prayer closet store used to be. That entire area is his, so make sure you bring the kids by so they can have free pictures with the Grinch, and of course the pictures with Santa. But it's just a really festive environment, because we have the Christmas music is playing, and then all the decorations are up, and of course all of the vendors will be dressed up, like a Santa shirt on or a Christmas hat, or something to get everybody in the festive mood.
It's going to be a good time. That's this weekend at Bradley Square Mall, the Mistletoe Market, 10 to 5 on Saturday, noon to 5 on Sunday.
Yep.
And that'll be it.
That's right.
That'll be it for this year.
That'll be it.
And if you're looking without having to travel long distances to have this type of an event before Christmas, this is really your last chance in our community to do something like this.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, unless you want to go to big box stores, you got to come to the Mistletoe Market because we have the most unique items that you can find anywhere.
You know how you catch a unique rabbit?
How's that?
Unique up on him.
Unique. That's good. I'll have to use that one.
Oh, boy. I don't know why. Dad jokes, they just kind of stay in your memory bank.
Yeah, I'll tell Jason that one. Oh.
But anyway, we're looking forward to this. We're going to be there with a live broadcast from 10 to noon. And the cool thing about it, we talked about this before, the 24/7 movement is there on Saturday, right in the midst of all of this.
Yes.
Wrapping presents.
Yep. That's right. Yeah, so they'll be next to Bagley Gifts.
Okay.
So if you're looking for someone to wrap your gifts, because of course we have vendors going all the way down that hallway, down that corridor. So just keep on going down there, and on the left-hand side, you're going to see them wrapping presents. So you don't even have to wrap your own presents.
Yeah.
You can even get that done this weekend.
One-stop shopping, man.
Yeah,
across
for sure.
the board.
Yeah, ladies, send the husbands there. You go shopping, and then have the husbands wrap the gifts at the wrapping station, and you got everything taken care of. Plus pictures with Santa and the Grinch.
And the Grinch.
What else do you need?
And who cares what it's doing outside?
That's right. Absolutely.
I mean, really.
we're indoors.
Yeah, indoors. You're just going to get inside the mall, and you're just going to kind of hang out. This is the event, again, we're talking about the Mistletoe Market at Bradley Square Mall this weekend. Get the ladies together. You know, if you've got your – this time of the year, it's kind of people go out in groups.
Yes.
You know, like it's going to be me, my sister-in-law, my mom. We're all going to go out, you know, blah, 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 blah. We're going to go out and get some coffee. Then we're going to come shop.
That's right.
You know, so that's the kind of event this is. So get your groups together. Come out in bunches and just enjoy. Shannon, I'm going to let you have the last word, so whatever you want to leave us with.
Yeah, I just want to encourage everybody to just take their time because they're, like I told you before the other day on the radio, Dwayne, is they walk in and it's overwhelming because you usually don't see the mall that full with people and vendors. And so when you first walk in, it's overwhelming and you don't know where to start. Just take your time, take a deep breath, and just watch and go look at every single vendor that's there because I'd hate for you to miss out, you know, because they're not going to be back until next year. And so just take your time, walk through the entire mall from top to bottom, beginning to end, so you can see every vendor. But yeah, this weekend, Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday noon to 5. More information, touchtheskyevents.com, the Mistletoe Market at Bradley Square Mall.
All right. Well, Shannon, great to have you in. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you on Saturday from 10 to noon, checking out all the great things that are happening there, and hopefully we'll see you there as well. All right, this has been a Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv exclusive interview with Shannon Wright, Touch the Sky Events. We'll see you Saturday at Bradley Square Mall. Shannon, thanks so much.
Thanks, Dwayne.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be back with more in just a moment. We are Mix 1041 WCLE.